Like I said, this build can do it all for a fucking very, very cheap price. Like, look at that, dude. Alright, guys, welcome back to another Path of Exile video, 3.21 Crucible. I got a few builds actually lined up that I've been trying out. Yeah, it's been interesting actually. So, this build, apparently, I didn't even know this, and I've been playing the game since this build has been out, I think. This is the Arakaali's Fang spider kind of build, where it summons spiders. It's actually pretty fucking cool, to be honest. It's really cool. There's a few different ways to play this build, apparently. I'm playing the spinning version, where you spin around. But I think there's another way to use it. But yeah, we got the dagger. You get it, I think it's like 53, 55. It was like, I think it was like under 5 chaos. Nothing crazy. The helmet is the biggest part of the build because it's level 73. So pretty much, even when you beat the game at 69, 67, 70, you still gotta get to 73 to get this. So this is probably the hardest part of the item to get because it's a higher level. But you do need it because it's got minion damage. And also, as you see, the second row, reduced maximum life. I tried to get that as low as possible because it goes up to like 40%. It's like, ah, that's painful, dude. I don't know if that really means anything because I've never seen my spiders die. So I don't really know if that actually like benefits this build. But I got it as low as possible. And I tried to get my armor and shield as high as possible, which is 197. But I think I only spent like 6 chaos on this. Nothing crazy. This was the most expensive part of all of this. And it has minion damage on the top area, you see, but it's supposed to be allocated with something trench. I don't remember what it was called, but if I had minion damage and whatever the other second part's supposed to be with end trench, I think is what it's called, it was like 40 something chaos. So the necklace is definitely the most expensive of this whole build, but I just got a damaged minions and that works for me for the time being. And then the boots, the corpse walker, these weren't too bad. They were like one chaos, I believe. And you pretty much just want one with the highest evasion, and that's pretty much it. And mine got 87. And then the next piece to the build is what is this? The Rithing jar. It summons worms, which is awkward. Like, as you can see right here, it summons like little fucking worms. And then you go kill them and it summons spiders. It's really fucking weird. It's a really weird build. And then the Darkness Enthralled belt. You do want this belt because the jewels you're supposed to put in this belt, from the build I was following, you're supposed to have minions have a chance to poison because these are poison minions. But I didn't have those, and you're also supposed to have energy shield or mana regen or life and all this other crazy shit in here. Preferably you're supposed to have minions do more physical damage, which mine has cold damage, as you see. And then minions have a chance to poison and life. And then your other one is supposed to do minions do physical damage, chance to poison possibly, energy, mana regen, and possibly health or whatever you could put on there. That's what you're supposed to have. But I just put cold damage and life or whatever. Yeah, so those are kind of expensive if you get the ones you're supposed to have. And then I just threw on some basic res. I'm not even res capped either, which is really sad. Fucking yawning too much. But honestly, this is like a trash build. Like this is trash. Like what I have. This build is supposed to be spell block, spell suppression capped, not spell block. Spell suppression capped and spell block, or not spell block. It's supposed to be block capped. Suppress to block, suppress capped, and block capped. I can't fucking speak, man. That's what this build is supposed to have. But yeah, we're running the Eldritch battery for shield. You don't really need this much shield, by the way. Like, not even. But anyways, Malevolence, Divine Blessing. These two are the only reason why they're on the chest piece. Because everything else, well, actually these increase duration. So yeah, these 4 are connected together. These 2 are just there just because. But you pop Malevolence as a buff, because it only lasts for a certain amount of time, so you just pop it when you're fighting a boss or something, or like a box, or whatever. And that's pretty much how you do that. But the Divine Eerie, come on. The Divine, I don't know why it doesn't work, but yeah, the Divine Eerie is for your spiders. I'll show you what I mean though. But anyways, we went into Commander Darkness for 30% resistance. You don't actually need to go into this, I don't think. Once you're geared, you could probably go into like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you don't have to go into here. You could probably go into somewhere else. But at the 4th one, you go into here, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's the tree. And then this is what the tree looks like. It's similar to a basic minion build, because you branch out here, you grab all this, you grab all this. It's almost like the same as a normal minion build. Sometimes you go down here though. But yeah. And then we went up here for some curses to reduce curse effects, because you are going to be up in combat sometimes. And then also that's the jewel that I crafted. Nothing crazy. It's not the jewel you're supposed to have either. Eldritch Battery. Whispering of Doom. You can apply additional curse. So I have 2 curses as well, because I have Temporal Chains. Plus, as you see when I'm doing this, it's doing 2 curses. So 1, 2. So it's applying 2 curses, which is interesting. And then we go down here. Increase the effect of non-curse auras. Spell suppression is lucky. Chance to spell suppress when holding a shield, or yeah, recover 50% when holding your shield, and cover 50 energy shield when you suppress spell damage. Jesus Christ, dude, my brain. And then some life, energy shield, strength, Leaf Shade. Take 50% less damage over time if you started taking damage over time in the past second. So I don't really know how this build works, because when I take damage, my shield just fucking depletes like stupid fast, and I don't understand why. But honestly, it pisses me off. And I don't think I need to level any of this. Also, I went into a dex node because I was losing, I think 14 dex, I think is what I was missing on this build. But I think that was because I was using the Aegis, because I was testing it out, which that put me over 1100 shield, which, like I said, you don't need that much shield, but I was just testing it out because you can use the Aegis. Anyways, the flask, chaos, and then the granite, and we got these are all used when full, so it's pretty much like an automated build. And I also want to check, because these are all, yeah, dex. Like, I want to level these up, but like I said, 30 of this was because of the talent tree, and I was low on dex. So, the wrong build. My bad. It's the wrong build. This build can't do a T14 yet. it can do a T8 or T7, I believe. My bad. Wrong build. But yeah, this build's not quite there yet. I need the resistance, okay? Okay, so the way that this build starts, you just run around apparently in seconds. Sorry, Jesus, dude. Yeah, just run around a few, and then you spawn your jar, spawn all this, and there's 18 spiders, and then you just kick off and you just go, and then you just go away. And this is pretty much how you play this. And then just use Convocation to spawn your minions when you need them, which you really don't need to because they're fucking fast as fuck. They haul ass. Look at that, dude. They're already like ahead of me, dude. I'll take that, whatever. Shield charge round. Look at that yellow, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and he's dead. And with this much damage, I could probably do red maps, but my shield, like I said, it drains. Because if I get hit by any fucking ailment, fire, corrosive, not corrosive, but anything, dude, my shield just depletes like a motherfucker. Come on. See what I mean? My shield is gone because I'm getting hit by corrupted blood. Even though I popped a potion. So, I'm really confused on why my build is doing that. And I think it's because I need to be spell suppress capped for this build to actually work the way that it's supposed to. Because you don't want to get hit by anything. See what I mean? No shield. No shield means no spell casting. I can't do my abilities. So I gotta try to get a... So I gotta try to get spell suppress capped because I think it's a huge priority for this build. And block capped as well. Is that a box? Chest? But yeah, I am really enjoying this build. Because I literally spent less than 30 chaos on this build. Mainly because, like I said, the necklace is really expensive. And it's even more expensive if you get the allocated version. Which you don't need. Spawn the spiders because they ran out. Pop the box. Like I said, this build can do it all for a fucking very cheap price. Like, look at that, dude. This build is so sick, man. Oh, don't have any more of those. But yeah, I love this build. We could probably just run one of these. Players have less area of effect. I don't think that really matters because like my spiders aren't really like area. They're kind of just like single target. But yeah, this build is really fun. Like I said, if you really want to invest in this build, the most expensive piece to this build right now from what I saw is most likely going to be probably a shield for spell suppress and blah blah. The necklace with the right the searing X-Arc modifiers and the implicits. You want minion damage and you want, I don't remember what the other one is, and then you want the end trench. Just to get those is going to be about 60 chaos at least. And then to get the right jewels for your belt and the right jewels for your jewel sockets are going to be at least around 10 to 20 chaos a piece. Other than that, the build itself is fucking just, it's super cheap. Okay, what am I doing? I forgot. You gotta have minions. Come on now. Who the fuck are you? Go away. What are you doing? Go away. Let's go. Hi. Preferably, like, I don't want to get hit because I'm scared about my energy shield. And like I said, I don't need these boots, I don't think. But that's more of like an endgame version. Look at that yellow dude, he just got wrecked. Because I do need more movement speed, because these are only 25, but this is like low budget. And I got hit by something. There goes my shield. Just like I said, dude. That shield is what's killing me in every map. Like, I don't get it, dude. I get hit by anything and my shield just fucking disappears. And it's really annoying. Fucking pisses me off, honestly, dude. And I honestly think it's because of me not being spell suppressed capped and block capped. It has to be. Like, there's no other way I can think of a why It's depleting my shield like that. See, even those lightning electrical balls are hitting me and it's like fucking me up. Now I have no mana. See what I mean? I don't understand how you're supposed to... Because it's like technically taking my shield instead of my health. So it's like, you can't even have uptime on your shield. But yeah, that's the build. So, yeah. It's actually a really fun build. But I need to get spell suppress and block. And I need to try to get that on my shield, because I don't have enough. Where are we at? Suppress is 27. And then chance to block is 24. Like, that's really, really bad. But yeah, this build can do pretty much up to T10, but any ailment pretty much just screws me over, so I need to try to get that fixed. So, yeah, this is the build though. It's really, really fun. And quite enjoyable, actually. I gotta use this for my other character.